Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you, depending on where you are watching from. This video is in reaction to a video by wounded civilian. He was responding to a video I did, at which I said, how can Igbos be restricted to the 5 states they call Southeastern Nigeria? And while watching him, I saw more of, shouting, noisy session than attending to the matter. I simply asked what were the various ethnicities in Nigeria. Igbos in particular, what were they? What was their identity before we were called Nigerians? Are Igbo speakers and Igbos restricted to that geographical political map? Okay, political map called Southeast before we were called Nigerians? Certainly not. And this is what I want him to respond to. Before, rather than, roaming about the room. Actually, I will do more video on this, but this one is just to reply him. And again, like I want to say, Igbos are beyond what is called Southeast State, and some people say Igbo State. And for those who are saying you have 5 miserable states, Igbos are beyond that, beyond what is called Southeast. Igbos are found far beyond the regional maps whatsoever. Igbos have been living together and had cordial relationship with their relatives on the other sides. The other side of the river, we have been having relationship. We dealt with ourselves as Igbo speakers, Igbos. Before this political map was created, before those areas, including the area called Midwestern area, was created. I want to say that I'm happy that intelligent minds from those areas, including the area called Midwestern area, are waking up and asking questions and dealing with that concussion. I will later share a material or materials provided by people of those areas on how Edo, listen carefully, on how Edo Bini, yes, Bini not being able to stand alone, did some maneuvers, some political maneuvers, yes, to make Igbo land part of Bini, as in the old Bender state. Yes, like I said, that is a story for another day. Let me look at what we have today. Wounded civilian, I'm mentioning you again. I'll be injured civilian. Please listen carefully. You can come for lectures. I also lecture people for free. You wonder why they say mind your 5 states, as if Igbos are restricted to the divide and rule map. That was the theme of the video wounded civilian reacted to, and he was not able to address the question. He was just rambling about the room. And this is the kind of people that want me to debate them. I wonder whether we'll be together in a shouting section. I will not go mad like him because I'm a civilized person. You see how he responded. I'm not a mad person. And I'm not a gra-gra person. You know, when you don't know certain things, or when you want to lie, or when you want to bend things, you could add some form of gra-gra. When you add gra-gra, it will appear as if, oh, you are making sense. And some people will be hailing you. Wounded civilian, give it to them. Wounded, hey, come on. Heavy. You know how he goes about in that particular room. I'm sorry, but I will not be this rough with you. I'm not that kind of person. My reply will be civilized. He said we have 5 states, and like Talks do reply, he called the states miserable. And this is, like I told you, this is why I said having a debate with him may not be necessary. We plan to have a debate, but he will not be civilized in that debate. So he needs to be taught how to respond in a civilized way first, or else the debate would have been a noisy session. He said we should go and develop our 5 states. That's the usual rant of people of this kind. And who on earth told him that Igbos are restricted to 5 states? By his reply, you can realize he's not ready to do sensible debates. He's only interested in noise and satisfying some of, not all of, some of his gullible followers or listeners. Of course, many of them who are listening to him in his Wounded Civilian channel knows the truth, but they like something that will suit their ears. I was expecting him to tell us how the so-called 5 states have been from time immemorial. But he wouldn't do that, but just roaming about a room and ranting. Wounded militant, abi wounded civilian, listen carefully. Can you tell us how Ikwere, Anyoma, Eka, or the Delta Igbos are not Igbos? The answer I was expecting from you would be that some of them say they are not. That is the answer I'm expecting from you. But remember also that many of them say they are. So what about the ones that say they are? And many of them are currently championing the Igbo Unification Project, which you, Edo Bini person, opposes, because the lies surrounded with Edo Bini ancestry is being crushed. And you don't like that. You want things to remain like you people have said it. And that is why anytime it's being discussed, you oppose it as if, somebody is tapping your blood. If these people are not Bini origin, then why do you kill yourself over that? Meanwhile, something is building and the truth is coming out. None of you can contend with it. Wait for explosions. Yes, wait for explosions. Like I said, we are going to do a video. There are certain lies, certain things happened. Bini maneuvered certain things. We will do a video. This video is coming from Anyoma people. They have found the truth. And we have access to the materials. We will tell the world the truth. How Bini pulled Igbo parts in order to properly sound, to have Bender state. They should wait, because this thing has begun. It's like a fire that has been lighted. What we just do is to add fuel. Wounded civilian, you said getting Biafra requires we go through our state assemblies and present our case. But that is not the point here. I don't know why you always infuse Biafra discussion to this. That is not what we are discussing. I like you to always stay at the point. If you want to react to my videos, react to what I have said. Stop distracting people who are listening. Because if you don't have what to say, you always drag the discussion to Biafra matters. We are talking about Igbos being restricted to the 5 states. That is a lie. We are still talking about the Nigerian context. I never said Igbos are uniting for the sake of splitting out of Nigeria. That is not what I said. That's not part of the discussion, but you will always forward that because your followers delight in listening to such. And this is why, because you will leave the argument. I don't see why debate is necessary. You will distract. It will only be a distraction. You will not stay on the point we are discussing. You want debate. Debate is for civilized people. Witness civilian said we should leave a banker. Ikwere, that they have been these people and these people before the amalgamation of Nigeria. Do you know the meaning of a banker? Now call somebody from a banker and ask him the other name. Go and ask them. This is an assignment for you, wounded civilian. Go and ask them, what is Igbo Akre? Go and ask them. Now, you are talking about these particular people. For me, Ikwere is like Nkwere. We have Nkwere in East. Anyoma is like Nkwere. We have Nnewi. We have different, several of these. But they are all united in one body called Igbo. That's what we call Igbo now. So no. They all have their various dialects. Igbos have various dialects. So when you hear Ikwere, also, have you heard of Nkwere? Almost the same spelling. Now, in case you don't know, Ebema in River State, we also have Ebema in Imo State, and they are the same people. Now you claim Ebema in River State will be Edo. For you, we have Edo ancestry. Okay, leave what you don't know. Leave what you don't know. Now, those who are trying to, and we, which I am part of, the Unified Igbo project, there is no time we are coming for Edo people. We are not telling Edo to be Igbo. Nobody is begging Edo. Nobody is forcing anybody Edo. Nobody is forcing any Ijo person to be Igbo. We know Igbo speakers and people with Igbo ancestry. That is people we approach. We let them see how we are related. We are not interested in Edo people. Nobody is forcing Edo people to be Igbo, please. And nobody is dragging Isoko people or Urobo people. Have you seen anyone dragging them? We know Igbo speakers. So we are not coming after for Edo people. We reach out to Igbo speakers. We don't approach Bini people. So why is the Methuselah Bini kingdom worried? Why is the Methuselah Bini kingdom worried? Because the lies that they used to separate we Igbos is beginning to crumble. Because lies cannot last. Only the truth will last. And nothing can contend with the truth. It is not easy to continue to protect a lie. But the truth on its own protects itself. The truth is coming out. Like I said, wait for my documentary on how Bini played politics to have Igbo people as part of their kingdom. Igbos of those coastal areas are unearthing proofs to destroy the lies. You know, I am the documentary man. I am known for documentary. There are a lot of them I have. Wait to contend with more. Now, concerning Adakaboro, go and read your history. We have argued this before. I told you, on WhatsApp. I told you about how Adakaboro died. You understand? About how he died. Igbos did not kill him. The circumstances at which he died was mysterious. There are allegations that Adekunle, black poison, that was in charge of those areas during the war, killed him. So, Oga, state your facts. Yes, he started something, a secession movement that was short-lived. But he was later recruited to fight against Biafra. He worked for Nigerians. And being that credits, like much credit was going to him, the Black Scorpion knows what happened. They know what happened. Because he was being used like they are being used. Should I say Asari was also being, when you oppose the Igbo, you will feel the central government likes you. And at the end of the day, you remember what Asari was saying before the election? If you insult the Igbos, it's like you gain ground. Because these Igbos need to be insulted, according to you people. Now, there is a point he made too I want to react to. He made a point that I want to react to concerning how Southern Cameroon, now Ambazonia, splitted from Nigeria because of the Igbo. When the civilian, you delve into matters you don't understand. Do you know why they actually live? Okay, he said the Igbos were them, this and that. Well, the Igbos are just being themselves. You are created to survive. Okay, business prowess, yes, we have it. We dominate. And now I will read an article for you that is authentic. And you know why Southern Cameroon quitted. And have you asked yourself why they still want to quit? They still want to become their own nation today. Have you asked yourself, was it Igbos that were troubling them? Now they belong to Cameroon. Was it Igbos that were troubling them and they wanted to have independence? Oga, use your brain. It's not about being noisy. I will read the article and round up with that. Say what you know. Some people hail you because of you brag. You're always noisy about a room. Oga, go and buy sense in the market. Thuggish life is not what it is. Let's contend with the truth. Now, the article I want to read is called The Igbo Scare in British Cameroon. You can also see the article. It's available. The Igbo Scare in British Cameroon. If you go to www.jstor.org/stable/182. So it has to do with why they had to leave. So if you don't understand matters, today they want Igbos to leave Lagos. Why? Igbo man is doing well. Igbo man is succeeding. Igbo have this little, brag, we are this, we are that, which is natural with them. That is the same reason. Now, if you call somebody, Igbo did this, Igbo did that, somebody in Lagos, what did Igbo do to you? They can't explain. The only problem is Igbos are successful and we have to deal with them. And that is, the Southern Cameroon does not want dominance, domineering. And just like Tunde Bakare asked Lagosians or Yoruba people, did Igbos put knife on your throat or took your land at gunpoint? And none of them could be able to reply. That is what Southern Cameroonians saw, that these guys are progressives. and the left. Let me just read the article and we'll round up. I hope I can access it. Let me see. The Igbo scare in British Cameroons. You know, British was ruling over there. That is why Southern Cameroon or the Amazonians speak English till today. They were formerly Nigerian. So in 1963 or thereabout, there was a referendum and they left, and there were these claims that they left because of Ndi Igbo. Because of Igbos, we worried them because of Igbo dominance. So let's, this article is tiny. I wish I can, go through it. They said on 11th February 1961, okay, the southern part of the British mandate in Cameroon voted by a large majority to leave the newly independent Federation of Nigeria and join instead the Republic of Cameroon, successful state of the French mandate. The other side of Cameroon speaks French. Now I read further. A major factor in this plebiscite was the fear of Igbo domination in trade. Listen carefully. Igbo domination in trade, education, public and private sector employment, politics, and social life. That is the fear. Not that Igbos were, if you ask wounded civilian to explain, because he claimed, the way he presented it on his crude show, unrefined show, the way he presented it was as if Igbos were doing something bad to them. No, Igbos were just being natural, who they are. But, people just like you find in Nigeria and in South Africa and some other part of this world, some people who cannot contend with it will rather fight you. And that's why you see xenophobia in Nigeria, Igbophobia. They cannot contend with your exploits, your rise, which is natural, which is God-given. Now, being not able to compete with you, they will come with violence. So these are the main reason. Igbo dominance in terms of trade, education, social life, and the others. They said no. They are English speaking. They were part of Nigeria. They said we cannot. Less. Through referendum, they were given to Cameroon. And like you have today, the French Cameroon wants to decide for them, including making them speak French. And they are not accepting that. They want to be free. Was it the Igbos that were troubling them this time? Or is it the Igbos that were troubling them? No. So, Winner Civilian, I hope you don't mention here again, because you don't understand anything there. The idea that Ekweme was part of the creation of the South-South region, yeah. It was, he recommended that. Not that he recommended it, yes. There's a team that was formed and they recommended that. Yeah, there was a team that was formed and they recommended that. But that doesn't still cancel out the fact that we have been who we are even before the creation of the regions and the states. And I'm telling our people with that video I did that irrespective of the states and whatever regional political maps, that we are still who we are. And that's the essence of the Unified Igbo project. And I don't know why some people will kill themselves for that. People like Wounded Civilian. Mind your 5 cities, this and like fighting, dragging like market women. If you want that article on why British Cameroon has to leave, the Igbo scare in the British Cameroon, I will forward it to you. That is where I will be done for now. The video is becoming longer. Thanks for watching. Please share this video widely. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for more updates. Bye-bye for now.